So this might be one of the most important YouTube videos that I ever make on the subject of growing your YouTube channel. And this is gonna be all about how to find your audience on YouTube and knowing that they already exist. Now, if you think you've already heard this, I'm gonna come at it from a few different angles that are probably going to be ways of thinking about it that you haven't heard before. And one thing that I've noticed from all the people that have been successful on YouTube is they all have the right mindsets. So if you have the right mindset about growing and making money on YouTube, it's pretty much inevitable that you will get success. The only question is when. Sometimes it'll be right away. Sometimes it'll take months or even years. But it's pretty much inevitable if you have the right mindset. Whereas if you have the wrong mindset, your chances of being successful on YouTube are basically zero. It's essentially a self-fulfilling prophecy either way. But there are a few tricks or ways of thinking about YouTube that will automatically lock you into that correct mindset. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called How to Finally Make Money from YouTube.com in 2026. If you've been struggling to find your YouTube niche, or you don't want to spend months or even years building a channel around something that isn't profitable or just doesn't work for you in general, then this workshop is for you. Because for everyone who shows up live, I'll be giving away the Hidden Niche Finder 2.3. This is the most advanced version of my GPT-powered niche validation tool yet, and it's designed to help you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you invest your time, money, and effort into the wrong one. And it's the most refined, data-driven version so far, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only during this live workshop. So attend the free live workshop by clicking that link down the description and the pinned comment below to grab it. You'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. Oh, and just a heads up, this will be probably one of the last times I'll be giving away a version of the niche validator for free, so make sure you click that link and show up to the workshop. Make sure you put it in your calendar, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So the first thing I wanna say when it comes to finding your audience on YouTube is that everything you need to succeed is already inside of you right now. And what I mean by that is the problems that you've had in your life in the past when you were younger were actually blessings, right? And when life gives you lemons, you can turn it into lemonade. So the problems that you've had in your past that you've been able to overcome are not unique. There are millions of other people out there that have had these same exact problems that you've had in your past. And knowing that, what you can do is make content designed to help the younger version of yourself overcome those problems, and therefore you will end up helping hundreds of thousands or millions of other people that are out there. So a way of thinking about this is, let's just say you had a time machine and you can go back in time for 15 minutes and tell the younger version of yourself everything they need to know to overcome a particular problem. What would you tell them in those 15 minutes? Well, that is your video. That's essentially what you should do for your video, right? Because the truth is, there are millions of people out there that are either just like you or they're very similar to you. And this brings me to my second point, which is even if you don't think you're very charismatic, or you don't think you're very likable, you don't think you really have anything important to say, imagine that YouTube is kind of like a high school, right? So imagine YouTube is a high school that has 1,000 people. And imagine that you're the most unpopular person in your high school. You only have one person in the entire high school that likes you. So 1 out of 1,000 people like you. Well, there is 8 billion people in the world, and when you divide 8 billion by 1,000, you get 8 million. So that means even if you are the most unpopular person in your high school, almost nobody likes you, but there's one person in your entire high school who just vibes with your personality, that means that there's 8 million people out there that would also vibe with your personality. So the lesson here is to be yourself, but be the best version of yourself. Okay, you don't need to be a dancing clown. You are good enough as you are, but still try to be the best version of yourself. Put your best foot forward and do the best that you can. And that brings me to point number 3, which is, how would you act if you knew that success was inevitable? How would you act if you knew 100% that there are hundreds of thousands or millions of people out there that basically resonate with the message that you're trying to give? Millions of people that you can help solve the problems that they're having right now. If you knew with 100% certainty that your content was going to reach those people, but you just didn't know which video it was going to be. But you knew with 100% certainty that one of those videos was going to blow up, and then when that video blew up, it would kind of like be a popcorn bag where when one popcorn pops, all the other popcorn kernels start to pop right afterwards, right? How would you act in that situation if you knew with godlike certainty that your audience was out there and all you have to do to reach that audience is to consistently post videos. You would probably make your videos with a lot of confidence, right? You would talk confidently to the camera. You would be happy while you were making your videos. You wouldn't constantly worry. And the funny thing is, if you did that, you'd be a lot more likely to succeed, and you'd be a lot more likely to succeed fast. So that is how you should be approaching YouTube. Do it with the extreme confidence, the extreme certainty that your audience is out there and they can benefit from what you have to say. You can give them a massive amount of value by solving problems that you used to have in the past that they have right now. Now, that's kind of an emotional way of thinking of the concept of success being inevitable, but let's talk about a little bit more of a logical way, because I know that a lot of my audience is more logical or analytical. Let's pretend that success on YouTube was like a dice. Now, there's a 100-sided die that is literally a thing. You can look it up. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. And then there's your traditional 6-sided dice. Now, if you do everything wrong on YouTube, if you follow all the worst advice, your thumbnails are bad, everything's bad. You just don't do anything right. You're basically just throwing stuff against the wall in the dark. You're not even waiting to see if it sticks. That is kind of like rolling a 100-sided die. Even if you do everything wrong, your content is just terrible in every way imaginable, eventually you are going to have a video that blows up. Now, let me quickly show an example, and I don't mean to show this example to make fun of the guy, but there's a video that recently blew up from this channel talking about how to make pickle Pepsi. Now, this gentleman who runs the channel, he's been uploading a lot of videos, and the videos are extremely low quality. It looks like he's recording them with like an old flip phone Nokia. I mean, they're just really bad quality. The audio's bad, the video's bad. The thumbnails are terrible. Just about everything about the video is really bad. And yet this pickle Pepsi video blew up, right? And I truly don't mean any offense to him. I'm actually super happy for him. And I hope he has lots of success in the future as well. But he's a perfect example of rolling the 100-sided die. He just made random videos, hundreds of them. And then finally, one of them blew up. He got lucky. The video blew up. And now his channel is going to have a lot easier time having other videos blow up because of that popcorn thing I talked about before. When one kernel pops, all the other ones start popping as well. So it's going to be a lot easier for his videos to blow up in the future. And very likely some of the videos that he posted in the past are going to blow up too. Now, you can do that 100-sided die method if you want, but it's probably going to take you a long time. It's probably going to take you years before one of your videos takes off. But if you use the right system for making content on YouTube, it's more like rolling a 6-sided die. There's even a possibility that your very first video will blow up. And that's exactly what happened with my 50-year-old brother when we started him off on YouTube just a few months ago. His very first video blew up. It now has over 800,000 views. By the time you watch this video, it's probably gonna have over 1 million views. And that is because he followed a system that maximizes your chances of success. Instead of rolling this 100-sided die, he followed our system, which is more like rolling a 6-sided die. And he got a little bit lucky, and on the very first roll, he rolled a 6, and his video blew up. Now, that doesn't always happen for everyone. For me, when I first started using my system, I didn't really have all of it figured out, and so it took me about 12 videos before one of them blew up. And for some of my students, it might take 5 videos, 10 videos, 20, 30 videos, or even 50 videos. But eventually, following this system, it is inevitable that your videos will blow up. And not only should you know that on an analytical or logical level, but you should know it on an emotional level. When you're making these videos, you should think in the back of your head that it's just a matter of time. And all your channel needs is one video to blow up, and then you're pretty much set for life. It's going to be significantly easier for the other videos on your channel that you've uploaded in the past or the ones you upload in the future to blow up as well. And you're going to find that audience, right? You're going to find that dream audience of people who resonate with you, your past, your situation, the problems that you had, and they're going to get a ton of value from your content. So it's extremely important that you know this on a logical level as well as an emotional level, because like I said before, mindset is the one thing that really separates the winners from the losers, right? Some people win right away. You know, they might win on their first video, their 5th video, their 10th video, or their 20th video. Other people might take longer, 30 videos, 50 videos, 100 videos. But either way, it's the mindset that makes you a winner. Knowing that success is inevitable if you put in the reps and you do the right things. It's just a matter of time. And you can think of this as luck or probability. It doesn't really matter as long as you know that it's just a matter of time before one of your videos takes off. And you need to know that deep inside your soul, right? Like you need to know that deep inside that your day is coming and one of your videos will take off and you will be able to find your dream audience because they already exist and they're just waiting to find you. So yeah, I thought this video was extremely extremely important to make. I really wanted to put that message out there. I don't talk about mindset that much on my channel, but it's extremely important, right? Having the right mindset is incredibly important. I actually have an entire module that I teach people in my coaching on mindset, and it's one of the very first modules they go through in the training. I think it's the second module overall, and it's just extremely important to nail that. Because if you have a negative mindset, you're almost certainly doomed to fail unless you like win the lottery or something. You're basically like 100% or 99.9% chance that you're going to fail. And if you have a positive mindset, there's basically like a 99% chance that you're going to succeed. It's just a difference of succeeding right away or succeeding a year or two down the line. But either way, you are going to succeed. It's just a matter of time. So, like I said before, if you need help finding your niche, finding ideas, and getting there faster so you can succeed faster, then go ahead and attend the live training down in the description and the pinned comment below. I look forward to seeing you there. Check out this video right here where I kind of go over my story and how I grew my channel, because I think that might be interesting. I share a lot of personal stuff. I talk about the journey, the highs, the lows, etc. And I talk about how I grew my channel. So definitely check that out by clicking right here.